I want to kind of touch upon the inflation issue. This is more my bread and butter up my alley when it
Hmm.
comes to fast food. Have you seen a increase in pricing? Because I know I have. I know I have,
Tell
bro.
me
We're gonna
about it,
we're gonna
brother.
dive into it right now, bro. So when it comes to the beloved McDonald's, people are taking a
I got happy. My bad. Keep
come
going.
on, bro. Hold on. I didn't even get to say the full piece yet. People are taking
You,
a decisive
you had
hiatus
me at
from
McDonald's.
ordering. I know I did, bro. Last thing we want is you to go too far off the ledge.
My food.
Yeah, so people are taking a decisive hiatus from McDonald's. And for McDonald's, their approach is basically lowering prices or adjusting for inflation is how they put it, which is lowering prices for now, just to get people back in the door, and also offering a more, I guess, user friendly approach. So they're offering $5 kids meals and lowering some prices on some orders and some orders. So McDonald's is actually I don't know, it's crazy too because their sales is actually still increasing. However, people are like not going as much, which blows my mind. So I mean, for me, that makes me think the volume of orders is going up, even though people are saying they can't afford it.
Nah, for sure. I mean, it's just all over the place, brother. I mean, prices have skyrocketed lately. Did you see that? I believe it was a TikTok of this dude. He went on Walmart. I think that's where he gets his groceries from usually.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he showed how a few years ago he ordered, I think it was like 2022, 2 years ago, he ordered groceries for himself for the month. And it showed the receipt he paid like 200, like $220.
hmm
And there was an option there just to hit like reorder again.
yeah. Here you
He
are. I
hit
seen
it
it.
and his total doubled. It was like 414. I was like, jeez.
And it blows my
And
mind
best
too, bro.
believe, I mean, I don't know if he stayed at the same job or not, but if he did, I promise you his salary did not double.
That's the issue I feel like that everyone's running into. It's like we're paying much more for goods, but also this is something like after COVID. I don't know if you noticed where it's like a lot of companies attribute the rising pricing into like manufacturing or chain issues or chain price increases. So like the cost of goods have gone up, cost of manufacturing has gone up, all these other things, and that gets pushed down to the consumer. The company doesn't eat that cost, we do. However, some articles have said like, oh, a lot of companies are just pushing off those costs and increasing their profit margins,
Hmm.
which is a problem because if there isn't necessarily this amount of cost and you're just pushing it off to the consumer, you're making more money, thus increasing the price for the product when you don't have to. And I think personally, me, I see it, but I think a lot of us are seeing it more so with your regular food chains, McDonald's, Five Guys, Chipotle, bro. Chipotle, nah, bro, sucks. And like the food is good, but the portion sizes and then what you're paying for it doesn't even make sense. But a lot of fast food chains are like that now, attributing a lot of these costs to increased margins or less margins, so they increase the price for the actual food, which I don't know how true that is.
Very true. I mean, across the board, like I said, prices have just skyrocketed and income is not keeping up at all. And funny enough, you brought up Chipotle. I know the CEO came out and said, basically, our standards for portion sizes have never changed, this, that, and the third. And then recently, a few days ago, I saw another headline that said, there might be a few stores that have been violating our policy, but don't let the minority
Mm-mm.
be the forefront of who we are as a brand, and
Nah,
we'll
he's
definitely
trying to
make
trick
sure to
us,
retrain this, that, and the third.
bro. He thinks we're Helen Keller. He's trying to trick us, and I ain't falling for it. I'm
Telling
not
me
falling for it, bro.
I couldn't
The
interview
amount of
that
stores
dude.
I've been to,
I could not interview him, West. I'd Uber each Chipotle in his face.
and show him like this is what
Exactly.
you're serving. This is what you're serving, bro.
I'd order it in his face.
I don't know. It just makes me mad going to a Chipotle because it's like, who's this serving portion for? Like, I'm not some kid in Sudan. I need an actual portion size.
Why would you say that?
That's
Why would you say that?
But here's the thing. I think,
So the Sudan doing pretty well for itself as a nation. There was no need to bring them up.
but here's what I'm getting at. I need a bigger portion size. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's what I'm getting at.
okay. They doing all right in Sudan, bro. They're all like giraffes anyway. I think the average Sudanese man's like what, 6'2", 6'3".
I think so. They're doing pretty
They
well
all
for themselves.
tall, bro. They ain't wasn't Bobo and Manubo, aren't they Sudanese?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around that area. But no, man, I think when it comes to like the inflation around like food and groceries, it's astronomical. And bro, you're not even making that much more for it to offset. Like, especially that dude who reordered his order and it
Mhm.
was double. Oh, his salary probably went up like a fraction of that.
Yeah.
So it blows my mind. It's frustrating.
Unfortunate. I don't know, like Target, Walmart, a lot of them definitely rolled back prices because they also started to realize things are just getting out of hand and people just don't got the money for these things.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, okay, if I throw on like my financial cap, right, and look at this from a more business perspective, this situation comes down to profit margins, cost of goods, and also like your clientele or your customers. If the company can increase their profit margins, thus by increasing the price of the item and people will buy it, they're going to continue to do so. So I feel like it's gotten to a point where like COVID and like a lot of the stimulus that people have gotten, stimulus checks and all that stuff, and a lot of, you know, like government intervention, companies feel like they can increase these prices artificially, you know, to some extent. And people just have to buy it because you got to remember, groceries is a necessity. You need groceries in the house. You know, when it comes to fast food, is it a necessity? No, but for some people it is because you can't afford regular groceries. So I think companies have been taking advantage of that, you know, after COVID, just because people were just like, you know, hey, we need this, we need this, we need this. But now people are realizing, like, wait a minute, I'm paying like triple or double the price within 4 years. That's not okay. That's not okay. And it doesn't even make sense. But companies have gotten used to just jacking up prices because of COVID and all the other stuff.
No, absolutely, for sure. But man, see, this is why I need you to hurry up and just get rich, bro. Because the way I see it, if you winning, I'm winning.
Right. No, listen, bro. I'm definitely thinking about it. There was some old lady I seen at a bar.
Leave her alone.
Why? I wasn't gonna rob her.
Leave her alone.
Jesus.
Let her be. Don't. Let's not even bring up the old lady, okay? She ain't do
Fine,
nothing to us.
fine.
Let's not do nothing to her.
I won't do anything. I wasn't gonna do anything. I wasn't gonna rob her. I'm just gonna ask her how her day was going.
And you're gonna leave it at that, right?
Well, I would assume she has a nice pension.